Well, back in January, the Southeast United Dairy Industry Association, also known as SUDIA, officially underwent a changing of the guard of sorts when Doug Ackerman took over as general manager following the retirement of Cheryl Hain. With an extensive background in both the military and agriculture, Ackerman's outlook is one of discipline and a passion for the farmers and producers he represents.
Working in agriculture, working for the people that work the ground, work the earth for a living, and are bringing healthy, nutritious food to the table of American people is something to be proud of. It's something that my 11-year-old daughter, I bring her to different meetings when I have her in the summer and that kind of thing, and she really, you can see the level of pride that she has in it. She will point to posters at school. We have our Fuel Up to Play 60 posters in the schools, and point to it and says, my daddy does that. And you know, it's a great feeling. The values, the way that farmers live, it's just a great feeling to be able to help represent them and to work hard for people that are putting food on the table. There's just nothing better. Technology-wise, you know, when I'm talking to people about what cows get fed, and it's really, they're like an athlete. The nutrition, the way that we're checking the quality of the milk. Absolutely one of the safest products out there. I don't think there's anything out there that gets tested as much as milk does. And then when you're looking at the different components and you talk to farmers about their feed and how they're feeding their cows, and everybody's got their own unique formula, and just the absolute amount of attention to detail that they bring to that situation is really impressive, and something that we always try to highlight, because it really goes into that animal care, and it's something that the average customer really doesn't understand what goes into it. Honestly, right off the bat, I think it's just a fresh perspective. I don't have, as I describe it, I work for the dairy farmers. I absolutely, in my mind, I'm responsible for their investment. And it's, obviously there's different terminology for the 15 cent a hundredweight that goes in to fund our organization, but in my mind, that's the livelihoods of the people that we're dealing with, and it's a responsibility I take very seriously. And coming in with no predisposition and just kind of trying to look at everything and figure out, okay, what's working, what's not working, what do we need to do more of? You know, my job as I see it is to put another generation on that farm. I mean, we redid our vision statement, redid our mission statement as an organization, but it's very, very clear to me. It's just, I need to put that next generation on the farm. We're going through a rebranding. So when you look at that logo, and some of the first questions I had that we went through on the interview process was, are we an industry-facing brand or are we a consumer-facing brand? And we're both. Okay, if you're an industry and association, are we an effective consumer-facing brand? Where do we need to go from here? So there's a lot of really fundamental questions of who you are and what you do that we get to relook at. You know, 1 glass of milk a day per student in all of our schools in the 9 states is 5 million pounds of milk a day. So when you have that level of nutrition that you're responsible for providing for the future of tomorrow, it's a big deal, and we're not about to walk away from that.